game to them, instinctive and fun, however hard that was for anyone in earshot to believe. Hugo was still in the pool with Lily, their 4-year-old daughter. He'd been patiently walking the widths with his hand under her tummy for ages, calling out instructions, doing his fatherly best. "Frog's legs, Lily. It propels you forward. And don't forget the arms. No doggy paddle now." He was convinced she was almost there and could do without armbands, but Nattie wasn't having that. They'd taken a lot of choosing, those armbands, while she expired in a pricey little beachside store, jiggling Tubbsy on her hip, trying to stop him pulling Kiddy's sun hats off a stand, until the pink kite armbands won out over the ones with yellow butterflies. The pool was a good size, even by Quinta do Lago standards, with royal azure tiles that turned the water an astonishing reflected blue. A wiry young guy in a sweaty khaki singlet had appeared a few times to set a mini Henry the Hoover-style pool cleaner going that putt-putted around being a menace, with its long snaking hose ambushing any peaceful swim. His shorts doubled up as an oil rag when he cut the grass, and his jet-black hair hung in clumps over his eyes. It was a job to wring a smile out of him. Was it resentment at the scale of the properties he tended? Some in Quinta do Lago were simply vast. Nattie liked the garden, the maritime pines that screened the next-door properties, and the nasturtiums climbing the wooden fencing, prettily filling in gaps. She could smell the lavender, and she enjoyed the sexy red hibiscus bushes that lifted dull corners, and the oleander in well-aged terracotta pots. The villa's owners, she decided, must be frequent visitors. The novel that she planned to review lay face down on the spiky grass, and she eyed a large black ant scurrying across its splayed covers. With tomorrow the last full day of the holiday, she sensed the beginning of the wind-up, her mind on work. Nattie edited the book pages of a monthly magazine called Girl Talk, and her out-of-office message hadn't been entirely effective at keeping emails at bay. Her PA had been in touch. Nattie had wanted to interview a young Pakistani debut writer, Sadia Umar, for the magazine, and the publishers had called to say that was fine, but it had to take place on Nattie's first day back at work. It was good news in one sense. Sadia Umar had written a powerful novel, and she'd be interesting to talk to. But just seeing her name in the PA's email had darkened Nattie's mood. She felt unnerved. Names spoke. They marked people out. They caused preconceptions, prejudice, erected barriers, even caused wars. Sadia's name was a small rain cloud in a clear sky. A cloud heavy with past reminders, and bringing treacherous thoughts. Her own name, if she allowed it to, could be just as unsettling. Not Nattie, she liked that. She was only ever Natalia on official forms and the screen at the doctor's surgery. It was her married name, Dangerfield, that in low, guilty moments caused her secret distress. It had nothing to do with presumptions about background and lifestyle. It was the memories that could surface, simply by hearing herself called by her married name. At home in London, busy and preoccupied, the anguish of the past stayed buried. But in moments of uncluttered thinking time, it could rise from the depths like a drowned body. Nattie had never known what had happened to the man she loved. She couldn't let go. There'd been no closure. And even 7 years on, she still ached and pined, wondering and fearing the worst. She held on to the love. It lived in her body. She kept it deep in her heart. But not knowing meant not being able to grieve. That was the cruelty of it. Hanging on to fading hope. She forced her mind back to the present, determined to banish the shadows. The sun felt sublime, although she'd have to stir herself soon. Tubbsy still needed his afternoon nap, yet it didn't do to let